English Supplementary, Chapter number 11, Ancient Education System of India. This is the last chapter of your supplementary book. This lesson explains the ancient education system in India. It discusses that the source of information and its evidence are scattered throughout the nation in the form of inscriptions on stones, metals, palm leaf records. It discusses the cultural heritage and educational institutions. The education system was focused on the all-round development of a student and skill-based learning. Introduction. Various travelers have recorded their visit to different places, climates and cultures in India. They have discussed the rich culture and education system in India in detail. Salient features of ancient education system. The salient feature of the Indian education system was the holistic development of a child with emphasis upon moral values as well. It also emphasized on harmony between humans and nature. Vedas and Upanishads teach about fulfilling duties towards self and society. The ancient education system has evolved from Vedas, Brahmans, Upanishads and Dharma Sutras. Medical treatises of Charaka and Sushruta teachings were the sources of learning. Okay. Let me tell you some sources of education. The branches of various disciplines display the rich and wide range of subjects taught in the ancient times. Shastras, Kavyas, Litihas, Anbikshiki, Mimamsa, Silpa Shastra, Artha Shastra, Varta, Dhanurvidya, Krida, Yoga, Sadhana were some of the few disciplines taught with integrity and dedication. Debates were organized for assessment. In addition to it, peer learning and group teachings were an integral part of education. Various institutions imparted education in a formal and informal way. Temples, schools, and pathsalas were the premier institutions. Universities were also there for higher knowledge. Gurukuls were the residential schools in the surroundings. There were women Vedic scholars in that era. The focus was laid on personality development and oral learning. In the second part, during the times of Buddha, Viharas were set up for monks and nuns. The educational centers were set up for higher learning, having students of various countries. Like from China, Korea, Tibet, Burma, Ceylon, Java, Nepal, and other distant countries. Kings and society used to promote education as scholars and stories reveal. Universities like Taksasila, Nalanda, etc. evolved during that period. Debates, discussions were an integral part of higher learning. Kings used to organize meets, debates, and exchange of views amongst various scholars. UNESCO has declared such universities as heritage sites. Taxila, a religious Buddhist center of learning, had attracted students from various countries, which is also known as Taxila. Scriptures, law, medicine, astronomy, military, science, arts, etc. were part of its curriculum. The legendary Panini, Jivaka, Chanakya, the experts of their fields were also educated from there, from the Taxila University. Teachers assisted by advanced students in framing curriculum and could take the autonomous decisions regarding the strength of their students. The prime focus was on oral learning. Nalanda University. Nalanda was one of the prestigious institutions in higher learning. Chinese scholars I King and Zhuan Zhang gave vivid accounts of it. It had a wide range of syllabus including Vedas, fine arts, medicine, mathematics, astronomy, etc. A financial support given to the institutions was primarily on donations from such merchants, parents, and society. In the south of India, Agra has served as a bigger educational institution than Ghatika and Brahmapuri. During medieval period, during medieval period, mastabas, madrasas served as educational institutions. Educational institutions were funded by society. Teachers were given the privilege of selecting the method of teaching and syllabus. The main concern of education was on the holistic development of the child.